Today, we're at the Annapolis Maritime Museum, where the University of Maryland Center for Environmental Science is releasing their yearly report card for the Chesapeake Bay. What was your initial reaction when you saw the sea?
I wasn't surprised because I knew what a terrible year we had last year. I mean, I live on the Eastern Shore. I see the withered crops last summer, the drought that caused very poor crop yields, which meant that the fertilizer wasn't getting soaked up by the plants and was there to wash into the bay. So I wasn't surprised to see the bad grade, but what I was gratified is it didn't revert back to 2003, which was our worst recorded year. In fact, it just went down a little bit, and I'm anticipating it can jump back up again.
When you look at this over the long term, and we've been doing now this report card for more than 20 years, we have been getting better. We have to stay on track. What we're doing is working. And it is working not only as reflected in the report card over the years, but it's also working because we're bringing an increasing number of partners to contribute to that effort.
The fortunate situation, we've got about 40 years of data. The Bay program started monitoring the Bay in an enviable, one of the globally significant monitoring and management programs is the Chesapeake Bay program. So they started that in 1985. So here we are 40 years later. So we can look at the longer term trends. So we get year to year variability, but it's that trend line that's so important. I think that's just about as important as how you're doing now is which way we're going. We want to be going the right direction, and we are.
This is a time when we work together, when we bring more partners into the fold. This is not about politics. This isn't about where if you're living in one state versus another state. The Bay, it's all of us.
There's a wide effort. We've got a new, well, not that new, 10-year-old citizen science program, the Chesapeake Monitoring Cooperative. So we have a whole team of citizen scientists going out. They're SAV watchers looking for the aquatic grasses. We've got people doing water quality samples. We've got our shore rivers, riverkeeper groups on the Eastern Shore doing the sassafras, the Miles Y, the Choptank. And they're that kind of monitoring, and the Chester, is really paying off because now we're getting much more spatial and temporal resolution. We're seeing it in more places and more often, which allows us to track back where we can target our efforts and look at what is actually working. This new generation of scientists that are young, eager, capable, we're now using the new tools that artificial intelligence allows us to use. We've got more sensors in the Bay than ever.
Chesapeake Bay is where we all live. You know, it's not just the water itself, it's the entire watershed that contributes to it. It's 6 states. It's a multiple activities, industry, urban areas, agriculture, you name it, right? So it is great to have so many partners, associations from government, from federal government, from state agencies, from NGOs, and from academia come here today.
We spent generations to create the Bay that we're seeing today. And we've only really, in earnest, started this restoration 1.5 generations ago. So we got a long way to go. But as long as we're going in the right direction and we bring more people with us, let's not leave anybody behind. Let's bring everybody into this. We got a chance of making this the world-class restoration project.